Good morning. We will continue the previous one. Types of thermodynamic process. Cyclic process, irreversible process, irreversible process. First of all, cyclic process. What is mean by cyclic process? When a system in a given initial state goes through the various process and finally return to its initial state, the system has undergone a cyclic process or cycle. Second one, reversible process. It is defined as a process that once having takes place, it can be reversed. In doing so, it leaves no change in the system or boundary. Then irreversible process. A process that cannot return both the system and surrounding to their original condition. Types of thermodynamics processes. First one, adiabatic process. Second one, isentropic process. Third one, polytropic process. Fourth one, throttling process. First of all, what is meant by adiabatic process? Adiabatic process that has no heat transfer out of the system. It can be considered to be perfectly insulated. So this is called as adiabatic process. Then isentropic process. This process where the entropy of the fluid remains constant. Then polytropic process. When a gas undergoes a reversible process in which there is heat transfer, it is represented with a single line PV power N equal to constant. Then throttling process. A process in which there is no change in enthalpy and no work is done and the process is adiabatic. Zero law of thermodynamics. Now consider three bodies. The body name is called ABC. If the two bodies are in thermal equilibrium with that body, they are also in thermal equilibrium with each other. This is called as zeroth law of thermodynamics. Point function. What is meant by point function? When two coordinates are located on the graph, they define a point and the two properties of the graph define state. These corresponding properties, pressure, temperature, volume, are called point function. Path function. There are certain quantities like heat and work cannot be located on the graph by a point, but they are represented by the area. It is not a state or point function. Rather, it depends on the path of the process. Such as quantities are called path function. Next, what do you mean by process? If any one or more properties of the system undergo a change due to energy or mass transfer, say that the system has undergone a change of state. The successive changes of state of the system due to energy or mass transfer defined by definite path is called process. The curve joining a successive state represents the process path. If the system undergoes two or more processes and returns to its original state after conclusion of process, the system is said to have undergone a cycle. Thermodynamics equilibrium. A system is said to be in thermodynamics equilibrium, which is incapable and spontaneous change of macroscopic properties, pressure, volume, temperature, and is in complete balance within surrounding. A system will be in the thermodynamics equilibrium if it is satisfied the condition of mechanical equilibrium, thermal equilibrium, and chemical equilibrium. What is meant by mechanical equilibrium? Mechanical equilibrium is nothing but it is no unbalanced forces acting on the body. Then thermal equilibrium, uniformity of temperature inside the surrounding. Chemical equilibrium, absence of any chemical reaction. There is no chemical reaction. These all are the thermodynamics equilibrium. Next, quasi-static process or reversible process. Quasi-static process is defined as a process in which the properties of the system depart infinitely from the thermodynamics equilibrium path. If the properties of the system has finite departure from thermodynamics equilibrium path, the process is said to be a non-quasi-static. Quasi-static process is a succession of thermodynamics equilibrium state, while in case of non-quasi-static process, the end state only represents the thermodynamics equilibrium. Conditions for reversible process are no friction. First one. Second one, heat transfer is thoroughly indefinitely temperature difference. Third one, there are no spontaneous change in the system. All processes in nature are irreversible. Thank you.